Hello, dear learner. Welcome to the second part of Writing Your Business Communication. Let us take a quick recap of what we have done in the last video. Number 1, adapt to your audience. Number 2, use the you attitude. Number 3, maintain good etiquette through polite communication. Number 4, emphasize the positive whenever possible. Number 5, use bias-free language. Number 6, establish credibility in the eyes of your audience. Number 7, use plain language for clarity. So as you saw in the last video, we ended the session with an understanding of adapting to the audience. In this video, we will continue and see other steps involved in writing business communication messages. Composing your message, choosing powerful words. After you have decided how to adapt to your audience, you're now ready to begin composing your message. In industry language, what you write for the first time before sending is known as the first draft, and it is the most difficult part of any writing process. As you write your first draft, we advise let your creativity flow. Experienced writers will tell you it's not good practice to write and edit at the same time or worry about getting everything perfect. When writing the first draft, just be yourself. You have all the time to polish your message later. If you don't find words, make up the words or draw pictures or talk out loud. Do whatever it takes to get the ideas out of your head and onto the screen or paper. As we mentioned in the previous video, every communication has a beginning known as introduction, a middle, and an end. But you don't have to start writing your business messages with the introduction or the beginning. The introduction is often the hardest part to write. So if you find it hard to write the beginning, put it aside and work on whichever parts of the document you're most comfortable with at that given moment. Hone your craft by viewing your writing at 3 levels. See if you have used strong words, effective sentences, and coherent paragraphs. Coherent means having clarity or intelligibility. It is also the ability of the paragraphs of holding something together. With practice, you'll become more skilled in making correct choices for words over time. If you have doubts about what is correct, you have many ways to find the answer. One recommended book, which has been a guidebook for many journalists for a long time, is Norman Lewis's Word Power Made Easy. You can also consult the many special references books and resources available in libraries, in bookstores, and of course on the internet. Denotation and connotation. A word may have both denotative and connotative meaning. The denotative meaning of the word is the literal or dictionary meaning. The connotative meaning includes all the associations and feelings evoked by that word. It's like the colloquial meaning or the slang meaning. Some words have much stronger connotation than others and should be used with care. For example, let us take the word head. The denotative meaning of head is a part of your body. Connotatively, it can signify a team leader, or it can be used as a slang for sanity, as in she has lost her head. Abstract and concrete words. Words can be classified according to their degree of abstraction or concreteness. An abstract word expresses a concept, a quality, or a characteristic. In business communication, examples of abstract words can be communication or quality. In contrast, a concrete word stands for something you can see, feel, touch, visualize, or provide proof of its existence. For example, in business communication, concrete words would be email or punctuality. You can measure them. You can prove the existence of both. Things don't need to have a physical presence to be considered concrete, by the way. Software, database, website are all concrete terms as well. Finding right words that communicate well. By practicing your writing, learning from experienced writers and editors, and reading extensively, you can find it easier to choose words that are communicating exactly what you want to say. When you compose for your business messages, think carefully to find the most powerful words for each situation and to avoid obscure words, cliches, or buzzwords that are turning into cliches. Business jargons and cliches can make you sound flippant and annoying at best, or confusing and uncreative at the most. The most overused cliche in the business communication is think outside the box. Whenever I hear it, I feel like I've been transported to the 1960s. INC.com has an excellent article about most common cliches in business communication. It's definitely worth a read. It's called These 32 Business Cliches That Need to Die, Put an End to These Overused Phrases. I have included the link along with the video. Do have a look at the link. Another pro tip while writing business communication is to use jargon carefully. What is jargon? Jargon means language understood by only a few people belonging to a particular industry or profession. Doctors have their jargon. Lawyers have their jargon. Electricians and plumbers have their own jargon. Use jargon in your business communication only and only if you're confident that your audience will understand the words you choose in your message. Choosing the best way to develop each paragraph. You have a variety of options for developing paragraphs, each of which can convey a specific type of idea. 5 of the most common approaches are illustration, comparison or contrast, cause and effect, classification, and problem and solution. Let us now take a look at the technique illustration. It's giving examples that demonstrate the general idea. Let's take a look at the example of comparison or contrast. It's using similarities or differences to develop the topic. Cause and effect is about focusing on the reasons of something. Classification technique is about showing how a general idea is broken into specific categories. And finally, the problem and solution technique is all about presenting a problem and then discussing the solution. We don't have the space to go through examples of each type. Hence, we have provided examples of each of these 5 types of approaches in the reading material provided along with this video. Do take your time out to go through the file and understand how to use these 5 approaches. So we come to the end of the second part, that is composing your business message. Let us look at the key takeaways from this video. Choose strong words that communicate efficiently. Pay attention to the connotative meaning of your words. Balance abstract and concrete terms to accurately convey your meaning. Avoid cliches and trendy buzzwords. Use jargon only when your audience understands it and prefers it. Vary your sentence structure for impact and interest. Develop coherent, unified paragraphs. As needed, adapt your writing for the limitation of mobile devices. We will meet you in the third part of the 3-step business communication process, that is, completing your business communication. We hope this video has provided some information helpful for your future business communication. Happy learning!